Hello, this video is how to do the pinning on the left and right ventricles for complete anatomy. And I suggest you do them separately. You first do the left, then you do the right. The instructions of what to pin are on page 142 and 143. I don't want you to try to do the epicardium, which is this outer layer, and the endocardium or the myocardium, because it turns out to pin the ventricle, you actually are going to be pinning the myocardium, and it says myocardial wall of the ventricle, and you can't do it separate. So we are going to be using complete anatomy, so let's go to complete anatomy. So here's the heart. You're going to want to get rid of the ribs if you haven't already. And we're going to start on the left side. So I know this is the left side. Here is the anterior intraventricular sulcus. There is the left atrium. And we're going to use the cut tool. So I'm going to do cut, and I found the best one is this one. So what you do in class is you do a butterfly cut like this. And be careful not to cut too much. If you cut too much down here, just go, let me cut that out. If you cut that out, everything's going to disappear. So I also want to cut a hole into my auricle because I want to see inside my atrium. So click done, and we are going to rotate this a little bit. So we have our atrium there. We could see the blood is going to come from the pulmonary veins into the atrium. It is going to go through this valve, which is the mitral valve or the bicuspid. See how there's two cusps, and it goes into this chamber, which is the ventricle. Then if I go way, way, way up like this, I can finally see the aortal semilunar valve. So we might have to cut a little bit more of this. And these are the palpary muscles right there. And after 20 minutes, I still can't get anything more clear. So what you guys are going to do, you're going to take the label tools and you're going to label the different structures. So I just clicked on the left atrium. That's the left atrium wall. And now I'll click on the ventricle wall. I'll click on the bicuspid valve. So here is there we go. So here is my chordae tendineae. There's my palpary muscles. And when I rotate this, my tags go away. So make sure you see the aortal valve there. If you could tag it, great. If you can't, oh well. I actually tried to cut away some of this even to get to it, and it didn't work. So I would screenshot this, save it to upload. Then you need to return everything back to normal. And what I've been doing is I've just been exiting the app and starting over again, but you could go to home and do it that way too. So I will reset the heart for you for the right side. So I reset it by actually hitting the reset button right there. And we care about the right side now. And I'm going to reset everything. We're focusing on here. So here's the atrium, here's the ventricle. So again, I'm going to cut the ventricle, and it's going to be easier to see the valves this time. So again, I used the snip tool, I cut away, and don't cut too much because you could, so there I cut as much as I could on there, and then click done. I'm rotating it up, and we have a better look at our valves. So again, we're going to go to tools, labels. We want the pulmonary semilunar valve. We want the tricuspid valve. We want the chordae tendineae. We want the atrium. It's giving me the auricle because I didn't cut it. I'll settle for auricle, and then we'll have the wall of the ventricle. So that's what you need to label. Then screenshot this and upload it.